Posted by Mysterious Ruin. I, 27F, ran from my abusive ex when I was 4 months pregnant. I moved to a different state, legally changed my name, and didn't name my child the name we had agreed on. He didn't know my social security number or my ID number. The only way he could track me down was by my name, but that was long gone. I had to sign into domestic violence safe haven shelters to get my own place and find a job. I've built a great life for me and my child. I had been planning to run from him for a little over a year because it felt like my only way out. He would always find me and drag me back. He made it seem like if I didn't take my depression meds, I would act out and try to harm myself. The police ended up believing him and became of no help. They brushed off all 4 of my domestic violence calls as simple disagreements. I had saved up just a little over $10,000 in a bank account my mom had set up to help me get away and come to her, so he wouldn't find out how much money I really had. My dad helped mostly by contributing much more than I could. He would get suspicious and ask where all my money was going, and I would pass it off as bills. In my new town, I'd made very few people aware of my situation, just those who could help if something were to happen. These past 2 months, I've been watched by someone unknown. He's always wearing a baseball cap and sunglasses, but I could swear on my life it's my ex. I've ended up leaving work a few times due to panic attacks after seeing the guy. He never interacts with me, only with my coworkers. He waits until I'm out of earshot to place an order and gives different names each time. My coworkers have found it strange because he comes in almost every other week for a week straight, using different names. After this, I went to the police station to speak to one of the people I've made friends with, who was aware of my situation. He said he would have patrol officers drive by my house and keep a lookout. I've never seen him around my house or driving by it. I started receiving letters in the mail, which I believe are from him. No one signs them with a name, and the envelope only has my old name and my new address. The letters consist of messages saying, "I love you and I miss you," but they never detail who is writing them. I took them to the police station to show my friend there. He told me I should find another place to stay for a while and file for a restraining order. I made a fake account and messaged one of my old friends. They said they were glad to hear from me, that they were happy I'm okay, and that he's been trying to report us as missing, which I already knew. They also said that he's still working his old job, but he goes on week-long trips, and nobody knows where he's going. What's keeping us from becoming a missing persons case is my mom. The police contacted her, and she told them everything. She showed them proof that I am, in fact, alive and doing well. She explained why I ran but refused to disclose my location. They eventually contacted me to confirm my mom's story. After all this time, the police finally believed me. They asked if I wanted to come back to file charges or a restraining order. I told them no, that I want to stay where I am and keep as far away from him as possible. Yesterday, I missed my mailman, and he left a slip indicating I need to sign for a letter. I haven't ordered or requested anything that would require a signature. I'm not on any government benefits or involved in any court cases. I reactivated the fake Facebook account and messaged my old friend again. She said she hasn't heard anything but would ask around. I kept the account active, and she messaged me early this morning. She told me there's some talk that he knows where I am and is thinking about going to court to take custody. I asked if I would receive something like that via mail and if I'd have to sign for it. She said she wasn't sure and advised me to ask the post office. I left the letter at the post office all day yesterday instead of calling or picking it up. I don't think I want to retrieve it. I don't want to face the possibility that he's found me. I don't want to go back to that town. I don't want to go back to my old life. I don't want to relive the nightmare I finally escaped. I don't know what to do at this point. Edit. I just want to start by saying thank you for all the kind words and advice you've given me. After I made this post, I went to work. When I arrived, they told me a guy had come in looking for me, and they described my ex. They kept telling him I don't work there, and if he comes back, they'll have him arrested because apparently, he threw a big fit when they said I don't work there. I was given permission to leave to seek legal help. I went to my friend, who's a cop, and he connected me with a few lawyers. I spoke to one, and he's taking my case. He filed charges for stalking, harassment, and domestic violence against him, and he also filed for a civil protection order. They issued a warrant, and the cops are combing the area to find him. They have his picture and name, and they're not going to stop until he's in custody. I sat and cried because this has been my life for the past 4, almost 5, years since I ran, years he's been trying to ruin. Where I live, they rule in favor of the mother in domestic violence cases. Apparently, since I left, he was with someone else who filed domestic violence charges against him, but the case was dropped. Edit. My lawyer made it clear that my child and I are in very real danger. He has advised me to get a gun, and if I'm not comfortable with that, to get some form of a weapon. I'm going to apply for a license to carry and get a gun. I bought bear spray, which is supposed to be stronger than pepper spray. He also helped me find a hotel to hide in until he's caught, and I'm currently taking paid vacation. I don't want to have to hide anymore or always feel at risk of being found. Update 11 days later. Here is the long-awaited update. He was caught late that night/early morning after running a stoplight on his way back home. He was processed and sat in his cell, waiting to appear in front of the judge for his domestic violence warrant, which was scheduled for that following Thursday. When he was arrested and processed, they served him the CPO. During processing, he obviously got a call and contacted his dad. His dad told him he didn't raise a woman beater and refused to bail him out. They also discovered he had another warrant issued a few days prior from back home. Apparently, the girl he was with left him while he was away and pressed domestic violence charges against him as well. I'm not sure how they'll handle the situation now that he has charges in 2 different places or how that will work. He appeared in front of the judge on Thursday, and they held him on a $100,000 bond because they considered him dangerous and an extreme flight risk. He stayed in jail until the following Tuesday, when he was released to the other police department after they were notified. He is currently up there, waiting for his bond to be set. They said it's unlikely he'll get one, and he'll likely stay there. He was made to serve 30 days in jail on his warrant from back home. The police said he probably won't be released before both trials, given the circumstances and the fact that he is considered extremely dangerous and a flight risk. They are doing their best to keep him in jail until his convictions in both cases. There is now a CPO issued against him in both places. I requested that my name be redacted from everything in case the story reaches the media. I have purchased a gun, bear spray, and other forms of protection. We have moved and are still in contact with a cop I'm friends with. For the first time in a long time, I finally feel free and like I can live without fear. Sorry for making you wait for an update. Second update 2 weeks later. I heard today that they have found witnesses to his abuse who can testify to the other girl's experience. Since this came to light, he has changed his plea to guilty in both cases. There won't be a trial for either case, just a court date for sentencing. I believe he knew he was doomed when witnesses were mentioned. He's gotten sloppy with his abuse over the last few years. I hope he rots. Third update 7 months later. He was charged with 2 counts of felony stalking, 2 counts of harassment, 2 counts of domestic violence, 2 counts of felony assault, 1 count of endangering a minor, and 1 count of resisting arrest. They hit him with everything they legally could. He got 7 years and 9 months, and he's to serve the sentences consecutively. They didn't give him the maximum penalty for the felonies because he pled guilty, waived a trial, and accepted the sentencing. They just wanted this over with. The sentencing took a bit longer since it involved 2 states. He'll serve all his time in one state, then transfer to the other to serve the remainder. Since then, my baby and I have relocated, and I thank God every day for the people who helped us. I'm still in contact with the people I knew at my old home, and they're glad we're doing well. Fourth update 4 months later. Long time no see. After the sentencing, my baby and I finally felt relieved. We decided to go out and really live for the first time in a long while. We went down to Florida and visited as many beaches as we could find. We made a beeline for Disney World, and I would have spent every penny on this planet because, for the first time, we felt like we were truly living life. From there, we made our way up to Nashville, where I shared my love for country music with her. After Nashville, we headed back to my hometown. It was a lot to process, so once we arrived, we started therapy. It's a long road to healing, and we decided to settle here for a little while so she can get to know her amazing grandpa on his dad's side. My parents are flying in soon, and we're planning to attend family therapy together. I do plan to go back to my home eventually, but for now, I feel a pull to heal in the place where I got lost and broken. It feels like I need to gather myself here and find a way to let go of my past in this place. I don't think I can fully move on unless I do. I'm also thankful that he didn't affect our child too much. I don't think she fully understood what was happening. Going forward, if I post any more updates, I won't give many details to protect our identities. I've decided to go back to school and work in social services, so I can help women who were in the same shoes I once was. I'll wait until I'm in a healthier mindset and better mental state before starting. I just wanted to give this final life update because I'm so proud of myself and the life we're now living and pushing through for.